We got some scaffolding. Let's get it put together. All right, guys, so today, day 2, we've already, all morning I've pretty much just been setting up tools and getting ready to try to get some work done, unloading lumber, that kind of stuff. You all know that a lot of times just getting set up to do the job takes longer than the actual job. In this case, that won't be the case. But anyways, I've gotten to the point where I'm about to start doing some demo, and I'm starting in the back end, and I'm gonna start trying to take down this rotten floor and this rotten roof here. This roof is coming down all the way. It's starting to rot out all over there, and we're gonna actually put in a flat roof on the front and the back for sake of ease, and so I don't have to key everything back into the bricks. All those boards are keyed, all those rafters or joists are keyed right into the brick, and that's not really a very good practice. So anyways, we're gonna start taking it out. Most of the time I would pop a string line going down here, but I have realized that all these white lines that are on the floor correspond with the rafters that are under them, so it actually makes it fairly easy. Not all rafters have a line, but where the lines are, there are rafters underneath them, which is interesting. So I'm going to cut down on the edge of this white line here, and you can do this one of two ways. I have, and I've done it both. I have a lot of experience with demoing floors. If y'all kept up with the building I'm in now, y'all know that I pulled out about 4,800 square feet of tongue and groove flooring for that shop. So the ways that you can do this are either straight up circular saw, pop a string line, go down the circular saw, and then crowbar it up. This is actually probably going to collapse as I start to cut it. Or the even quicker way, Mr. Chainsaw. The Mr. Chainsaw is a valuable tool when you're doing demo like this, because it can cut quick, and with a long bar you can be fairly far away from what you're cutting, which is can be kind of helpful. So I'm gonna get set up on the tripod and cut this, and hopefully everything will go well. Hopefully it'll fall, or even if it doesn't fall, hopefully this part over here that I'm gonna be standing on won't come down. So let's see what goes. Okay, so I'm about to make my cut. Ear protection, sometimes. Eye protection, always. Breathing protection, maybe not. I'm gonna use the chainsaw for this cut just because I do want to be standing on my feet. Just in case I start to feel it go, I can get up, get moving quick. You can see I threw a cord up here just in case I wanted to use that circular saw. If I throw a chain, I have an extra. I will have to go back downstairs and start the generator though. So hopefully we can get through this cut with the chainsaw. So that cut's done. time. It's cut from the wall all the way to about where that beam below us goes, right here. It's obviously still holding up. There's a 4x4 in that corner downstairs that's holding up. It's got a lot of pressure on it. I may go try to get a rope on that and pull that out of the way and see if things come down from there. It's good that we cut it here though, because this floor here is good floor. I don't want to cut this floor out if I don't have to. Like I said, if I can save it, I want to save it. This floor is good, and we got a corner over here that we're going to have to cut out. But if I can save this floor, man, that's going to save a lot of time, a lot of material, and also we just kind of holding on to some of the history of the building. So let's go downstairs, see if we can get a rope on that 4x4, pull it out, see if we can get this stuff to come down. All right, guys. So here's that 4x4. It's braced up there. It's holding this corner up. I hope I can get it pulled out. We see we got a rope around it. That way I can get back away from it, past that beam, and hopefully we can get this thing out and see if some stuff comes in. There we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. Well, okay. So that 4x4 was holding up less than we thought it was. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I was gonna try to cut that stuff from underneath on the scaffolding. However, I thought better of that. I think I could do it because I can keep my scaffolding over here and cut one beam at a time, but if it doesn't fall, then I'm underneath parts that are cut, and you know, probably not a good idea. So to get this to come down, what we're gonna do is paint it on this floor right here. I know where that steel beam is below me. So as long as I stay along here, I'm standing on top of that steel beam. So I can go down this way. We can cut all of those rafters or floor trusses or whatever you want to call them. We can cut them one at a time, and hopefully this thing will start to go down that way. Again, I'm going to do this with a chainsaw. So let's see what happens here. Out of gas. All right, crew. All right, crew. So, hopped across the street to a friendly Ace Hardware store right here in downtown Washington, Georgia. Got us a can of chainsaw gas. Filled us up. We're ready to go. Let's keep cutting. See if we get this floor out. All right, crew, we got it dropped out, that part. This part's still there. Only thing is when it fell, two of those boards hit that window and busted it, which stinks, but you know, accidents happen. But that's clean there. So you can kind of see how we're gonna just be able to pull this floor up back a little bit and then start putting in the new flooring. Let's put in the new floor trusses and or rafters or whatever we want to call them, and then start putting the floor back on. Putting that floor in right here is kind of gonna be a big deal, because then I can get there, have a place to get to be able to get this roof down here. So anyways, I'll show you what it looks like from the bottom. There you go, looking up. Here's all the stuff. Once we get that door fixed there, I'll be able to just put that stuff right out in the dumpster, and we'll be almost ready to start running new board next week, I hope. All right, guys, I'm about to call it a day, but I wanted to give everybody an overview of what we got accomplished today. So we were able to get all of that down. I actually got some more pulled down over there. Got a nice pile there. So I get that scaffolding over there, but I'm gonna try to cut those other ones along the wall. That way, hopefully we won't break any more windows. I got the window covered up. It kills me that I did that, but I guess it was a sacrifice the island demanded. So we got tools set up. We're all ready to go. We're well on our way to having a new floor there. Once we can get the floor there, I can get the scaffolding up there and start pulling that roof, all that roofing down, and start to repair that. So I know it seems like a lot, guys, but it's a lot. This project is a lot like you know, cleaning a jigsaw puzzle that's already put together. I mean, you just take one piece up at a time, clean it, put it back. Take one piece up, clean it, put it back. By the end of it, you got a clean jigsaw puzzle, and nothing ever got really too jumbled up. You know, this thing is, you got a rotten board, you remove it, you put a fresh board. You got a rotten board, you remove it, you put a fresh board, and before you know it, you got a roof and a floor. So that's the way I look at things and the way I'm looking at this project. Also, we got our doorknob on with a key in it, which is awesome. And got tools set up, and that's it. Next week, we're set to get the rest of that floor down. And we're gonna have to take this bay door off, and I'm gonna put some swinging doors on. We got 2x6s that are tied into the wall here. We can just go right onto there for our swinging doors. The reason why I'm doing that is the springs are gone off of this bay door. This bay door probably weighs about 400 pounds. There's no way I'm gonna be able to pick it up and open it, even if I was to repair the track up there, the floor that track's attached to. So it's got to come off and go, and I can put some swinging doors there, and then we can get to the dumpster easier and get all of this out and get that floor up and be pushing right along. So, all right. I'll give y'all an update next time I'm down here. Oh, look at this. This is cool. So there's two layers of tongue and groove flooring on this, and I didn't notice it until I started cutting into it, but it makes sense because on the top, the tongue and groove runs, you know, crossways, and if you look at the bottom of the floor, the tongue and groove is diagonal. So that's interesting. So at some point they put another layer of tongue and groove right over, and the tongue and groove that's underneath that little stuff matches the tongue and groove that is the roof up there. So that floor and that roof were put on at the same time, and then at some point somebody went back over it. So that's interesting. Okay, well, hope y'all enjoyed these videos and these updates. Thank everybody so much for all their support and help with everything. And we'll be back again to show you more. Thanks.